Good day. Today is Washington Adventist University's Service Day. And with me, I have students from the Communication Department, Political Studies and History Department, and the Biology Department who have volunteered to work with City TV to capture the activities of Service Day at Washington Adventist University.
Hi, my name is Dinga, and I'm from Washington Adventist University, and today we are here at Historic Takoma. With me is the director of Historic Takoma. Hi.
Hi. Diana Cohn, and I have been president of Historic Tacoma for about 8 years now. And you are standing in the Historic Tacoma building, which we renovated about 10 years ago. And this is where our archives are stored. And we also use it for community space. And we are happy to welcome the Adventist students here for the Service Day. This is, I think, the fourth year that we have done, taken advantage of some of their help to do scanning and filing in the building.
Wow, that's great. So here we have a map. Can you please tell us a little bit more about this map?
I picked this particular map because there are some very important Adventist connections to Takoma Park. And this map is an indication. This represents 1906. Takoma was founded in 1883. And in 1904, the developer who created Takoma Park, Benjamin Franklin Gilbert, was approached by Ellen White to consider moving the Adventist, the whole Adventist community from Battle Creek to Takoma Park. And by 1906, they had already established the site of the Training College and Sanitarium Seventh-day Adventists. So it's kind of fitting that the Service Day come and help me do the archives here. And the other connection is this building itself was designed by a student of Columbia Union College when he was 18 years old, and he designed this particular building as open space, and it became a Piggly Wiggly grocery store. The name of the student was Ronald Senseman. The reason that's of interest to the Adventist Hospital and College is he went on to design almost all of the buildings on that entire campus, both the hospital and all of the Morrison Hall, all of the buildings that you use on an everyday basis were designed by the same person who designed this building.
Well, thank you for that little bit of history. You mentioned that the students here have been here for the last 4 times.
Yes.
How much of a help have they been to you?
They've been a great help. We had 30 years of Takoma Voices. And the first time they were here, it took all day to go through all of the individual papers and organize them by month and by year and box them up in individual boxes, and they're still in the files over here. And then they came back another year and scanned with a phone app, scanned a lot of the issues, so that's a big help. Right now they are sorting through file boxes that really belong to the city. Their tax bills and taxi permits and things like that inadvertently ended up in our building, and we're trying to decide whether we keep them or the city keep them. And right now they're indexing the boxes so we can figure out what needs to stay here and what needs to go there.
Well, thank you so much for your time. So I'm here again with another student from Washington Adventist University. And so Jeff, tell us, what is it exactly that you're doing here today?
We're archiving articles. My group specifically, we're archiving articles about a local theater that got torn down, or that was going to get torn down, but then a bunch of people wrote op-eds and stuff saying that it shouldn't be torn down, and it wasn't, I guess. Yeah.
So is this something that you enjoy doing?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Sunny's found some pretty cool stuff. My stuff's pretty boring. It's mostly just people saying, "Don't tear this building down." Sunny found some cool stuff though, and it's fun to see some of the older stuff.
So is it something that you would do again?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
So please tell us, what are you doing right now?
We're sorting out files, actually taxi permits of different records of people, and we're sorting them in alphabetical order.
Is this your first time here?
Yes, this is my first time here.
Are you enjoying it so far?
Yes, it's pretty cool just like seeing people's records and like what they like, old papers from like the 1900s and stuff, and just being able to look up stuff and like seeing what they did and like who people are. It's pretty cool.
Is it something that you would do again?
Yeah, it's actually really pretty cool. Like she was saying, a lot of these files are actually really interesting. So.
Would you do this again?
Yeah, I would.
Well, here today we're working on archives right now, inboxing them and listing them down so that as soon as they open up the box, they know exactly what they're looking for. For example, I have right here a list of purchases and a list of correspondence from the Takoma Park Police Department from 1954. In fact, there's even a letter here signed by J. Edgar Hoover, who was the director of the FBI for over 20 years. So it's pretty fascinating.
In Service Day, it's about acting of service and helping out the community, but there's so many ways to do that. So how exactly did you find yourself out here?
Well, this is a project I run every year. It's sort of, I used to live in this neighborhood, so to me this is my backyard. And if I can get students to come here and help clean this place up so the trash doesn't float downstream, so that the animal wildlife that's actually here can live and exist without interference of sort of some of the man-made stuff that is left in the environment. Plus, it just makes the whole exercise path along Sligo Creek a better place for people to walk and jog and bike ride and bring their kids down. It makes the whole place better.
Have you ever found anything difficult about doing that, challenging?
Oh, some of the most challenging spots are just right behind us. On the back side of the hospital is a pretty steep slope that's very well overgrown. But there's a service road behind it that people just sort of toss everything from McDonald's bags to used bicycles over the hillside. And getting some of that stuff off the slope and down into our trash so it can be hauled off, that's the biggest challenge along this route. Plus the occasional wet foot that gets slipped into the creek.
And we just wanted to say that we are so excited to be here at Genesis Rehab to help celebrate Service Day. Now, we've done a lot of things in the past, but Reethi had some wonderful ideas, and I'll let her share.
So we've been coming to Genesis Rehab for probably about 5 years or so, and for every service day. And for me, it was a way for me to honor my sister-in-law who passed away a couple of years ago, who would always go to nursing homes and visit residents. So I really enjoy coming here sort of in honor of her. But we decided to add arts and crafts and to break our larger group up into smaller groups so that we could really have more intimate conversations with the residents here and really connect more with them in just a more natural way rather than just entering their rooms and kind of bombarding them. So we really like the smaller group approach, and the arts and crafts seems to be very popular, and the nail painting, and we're singing this year as well, so it's a lot of fun.
Yes. So we're just so excited to be here, and as Reethi said, we're here to give back and to share what God has given to us so that we can let other people know how blessed that they are and how loved they are. So Service Day is a great experience, and it's a great opportunity to give back. And here at Washington Adventist University, we are honored to be able to do so.
Good morning, everyone. Here from Washington Adventist University. Today we're having a special day. It's a service day, and today, as you see, guys, Genesis Healthcare, and we are trying to help, and we have a perfect, good students. She was doing a really good job. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name?
My name is Miracle.
And what was the experience that you got today?
I just like to give back to, the elders, because, it's fun, and, we doing, arts and crafts and nails and stuff, and it's just fun to be around elders and make them happy.
Awesome. Do you think it's a challenge that you are here and you're helping the seniors?
No, I don't think so. I mean, they love it. They love to have us here, and they enjoy it.
And do you think it's a difficult a little bit for you? Or it's awesome?
It's awesome. I enjoy it. This is my third time doing it, so.
So you think this experience it will help you in future doing something else or helping the seniors?
Yeah, I think it would, because, you know, it's my thing. I love helping people.
Well, I'm glad that you're helping, because if you're helping, God's gonna help you back again. So here from Washington Advanced University, we thank you guys for watching. Please stay tuned. Tell me about your experience today. What did you got?
Well, I mean, I came because I'm a sophomore here at Washington Adventist, so this is my third time being here. And just from the first time I came here, just coming to help them and just giving them company, because sometimes they don't get the company that they deserve, or people don't come to visit them. So us coming here as a group together and we sing for them, arts and crafts, or just talk to them, it's a blessing not only for them but for me spiritually, or for all of us, because just seeing them smile, giving them joy gives me joy inside. And it's just something I've learned that like it's very, very important to give back to your community, especially people like them who don't have people in their lives.
Sounds nice. And do you think in future you want to do this more often?
Well, I am a nursing major, so I do have this in mind. So definitely this is another reason why I come here, to get an experience, and so far I like it.
So we're here at Washington Adventist University, and I'm here with one of the nursing students, Tanya. Tanya, please tell us, what did you do today?
Today, well, my group talk about breast self-examination, but we have other groups as blood pressure, STI, and smoking.
So you mentioned that your group did breast cancer. Is breast cancer a growing problem in America today?
Yes, breast cancer is a very serious disease now, especially in the U.S.
Is there a way that women can sort of assess themselves?
Yes, people can assess them. Women can assess themselves at home. So that means checking for lumps, any swelling in your breast. So if you feel any changes or any discharge in your breast, you go and consult your doctor.
And how was the feedback that you guys got from the people today?
The feedback was actually great. Especially, I met one girl today, and she was talking about how her friend passed last year regarding breast cancer. So it was actually a very emotional, feedback.
So do you think this is a great way to spread the message out and let people know?
Yes, it's a very great way to spread out the word. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Tanya.
So tell me a little bit of what you guys been doing here.
Well, I've been organizing things for several days to welcome the Washington Adventist University students for their annual Fall Service Day. We did all kinds of things today. We unloaded some food and processed it. Some of the students worked on a newsletter. Some of them were getting things ready for the street festival that's coming up on Sunday. And a large number of them were working with clothing. We were loading and unloading and moving things around to get ready to make the switch from summer to fall and winter clothing. So those were the big things that we worked on today, and we got a lot of work done in a very short period of time. I've been directing this center for the last 4.5 years.
Okay. And how did you come to find yourself at this position?
A friend of mine about 5 years ago indicated she needed help, and I came down and volunteered and eventually took over as the director of the center. I had been doing this kind of work on an international basis for 30 years before this.
Okay, so where places have you been?
I've lived in Japan, in Singapore, in Liberia, West Africa, but I've traveled for work to about 70 countries. We got a lot done in a much shorter time than I expected. In fact, it's just a little afternoon, and I've kind of gotten all the projects done, which I thought would take until 2 o'clock. So everybody put their muscle into the projects, and we got done in a short amount of time.
We are here at Washington Adventist University, and with me I've got one of the students from Mackenzie. So, Mackenzie, tell us, what have you been doing today?
Well, I went to Silver Spring, and I held up my sign here, and I got hugs from people, and you know, a whole bunch of trucks like came by and honked their horns. But then it was this little girl and her family, and she heard my side. She was like, man, so you know, that kind of hurt my heart. But overall, it was a really good experience. I kind of learned how to put the fact that this is a creative side, you know, put it in my head and make it about God, and really understand that this is not just, you know, create. This is something I believe in, so I should act as such.
So please tell us, what exactly is on your side?
This says, "Hope for Jesus. Have a blessed day." From M&G.
What's M&G?
Kenzie and Gio.
So is this the first time you've done survey?
Yes, it is.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, I would.
Ashley, tell us a little bit of what you guys are doing here.
Okay, so today we're packing up extra stuff that the center has gotten. Basically, they get so much stuff that they have to give away to somewhere else. So right now we're loading this truck to go to another center, like a Getwell, where they'll be able to sell the stuff, and we'll be able to buy better stuff to give to the people here, basically. And yeah, that's what we've been doing, pretty much.
All right. So, how did you get into this kind of service? Because there's so many other things you could have done.
I don't know. I come here. I think I've come here almost every year, and I just come to really love this place and what they do, and helping all these people, all these families, and I really love that, and I want to be a part of that.
Okay, so you've been consistent. All right, I like it. What did you say you've been learning over the past few years?
Well, one, that I'm very privileged where I come from, to have what I need and not have to come to places like this, and that it'd be nice to have to do this more often, not just once a year. And yeah, pretty much. And that this is a need that people need all year round. It's not just something you do once. There are always going to be people in need, so.
Provided that people will always need help, have you ever found any complications with that?
Any complications? Like.
Anything difficult, really?
I guess the only difficult thing is when someone needs something and you're just like, you don't know exactly, they don't know what they want, and they're just trying to describe it to you. So you're just like, are you at this? You at this? But at the end of the day, it always works out, so yeah.
It's good as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, right? Yeah. Okay.
I'm here with one of the nursing majors, Ismatu. So Ismatu, please tell us, what were you guys doing today for Service Day?
Well, we went to Langley Park Shopping Center, and we were basically just talking to everybody there, and just, our specific project was about smoking cessation, so that's basically quitting smoking. So we were just talking to people of how to quit smoking, the resources to go to, and how smoking can affect your overall health.
So we all know smoking is bad. Yeah. So how do you reach out to people who, to make them consider stop smoking?
Well, first off, you don't want to seem as though you're attacking them. So you just, just put the idea in their mind of stopping to smoke. So by doing that, you just let them know that, they could get cancer by smoking, heart disease, and different things, and also how it affects them and the people around them.
Do you think people accepted the message positively today?
Some people were not too accepting of it, but some people did accept it and actually received the flyers that we were passing out.
For the pay forward, we had to give out money to those in need, and for the testimony, 10-second testimony, we had to create signs that would make people live.
So please tell us a little more about your sign. What exactly is it on it?
It says, hey you, I love you, God loves you, smile, laugh, you are smart, you are handsome, you are beautiful, have a wonderful day.
How was the response from people seeing the poster?
All the people smile.
It was something that you enjoyed?
Yes.
Did you do it again?
Yes.
We actually had a young lady who came up and was asking us about what we were doing, and my son actually said if you're going the wrong way, God allows you to turn. So she wanted to know more about that, and she had a lot of questions. And she said she was quite confused about God and Jesus. So Shadira and myself had the opportunity to witness to her about the love of God why Christ came, who Christ was, and things like that. So we had quite a few people stop by to ask us. So it's a blessing. This is my third year doing it, and it's a real blessing to witness with this.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Can you tell us what you do today for Service Day?
So today I was actually started in the nursing building. I was putting together the bulletin board, and then I moved on to the blood drive here. So I'm here checking people in for the blood drive.
So were you able to do anything blood?
No, I have not. They're actually packed right now, so maybe hopefully before they close I'll be able to.
Has this been a blessing to you, or maybe a blessing to someone else?
Yes, I believe I have been. It's been a blessing to myself because it feels good to serve the community and the people around in the school. No, it's actually I'm a senior now, so this is the third or fourth time.
Hi, so we're here with a couple of students and faculty from Washington Adventist University. With me here is Gladys. Gladys, what is it exactly that you guys have been doing today?
We were folding newsletters with cards and putting them in the envelopes and sealing them, and so that they can be ready to be mailed to families. Yes.
So please tell me, is this your first time that you've done this?
Yes, this is my first time doing this. I'm loving it. This is my first semester in this school, so I want to come back again.
Lynn, as a faculty member, how important is Service Day?
I think it's very important. We all get a chance to come together and show that we can serve the community. And we also get to know each other. I mean, I didn't know Necker or Gladys and some of the others that were here. And we just, get to know each other and kind of show our support. It's very good.
So is this something that you would definitely do again?
Of course, yes.
Yes, like I said, I want to do it again.
Definitely.
Thank you for your time, ladies. As you've been through this journey with us of Service Day at Washington Adventist University, you've seen that we have done great things to give back to the community. We've cleaned Sligo Creek, raised awareness for breast cancer and for smoking. We have given back to the needy. And along with my fellow students, we'd like to thank you for going on this journey with us. This is Washington Adventist University.